gonna spark this up, man. We here, the motherfucking trap car. Episode, it's probably gonna be 11 to you. We got an episode that did not come out yet. It's in the works. I was gone. I was missing in action. It was very entertaining. They were getting a lot of jabs off on the captain. I'm all cool with that. But it's me, the captain, with Desco to the left of me, and Sudan is busting some chops and says the trap card, but he's not here. I don't know, man. Got to pull his card.
Yes, sir.
I just want to throw this out there, fellas. This should rest here right now for the rest of the episode till my arm gets tired or something of that nature. You feel me? It's motherfucking football season. It's among us, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. College football's been great, but there's so much to touch on in the NFL. We're going to get right into it.
I ain't even mad at you, though.
Yeah, 3-0. 3-0 is a good start. I mean, granted, we haven't played great teams yet, but...
You know what? I hate when people say that, man.
You play who you play.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's football.
You play who you play. In any sport, though. I hate when people say that, too. They be like, oh, LeBron, but look at the East, how weak it was. But it's not his fault. You play who you play.
Period.
That's it. You play to win, whether it's a good or a bad team, you play to win.
I'm not going to lie, though. Jimmy G had me nervous seeing him in the preseason. I thought when you get an injury... Definitely. And you kind of you tiptoeing around, you still got that fucking aftershock, and I was right because I liked him.
Yeah, I like him.
Someone was like a perfect.
Not even because I'm a Niner guy.
Nah, yeah, he just his role in New England. Like
he learned under Brady too. Like you want somebody, not even skill wise for that, but I mean he just learned how to be that franchise guy. Like he's so smooth on the podium. You know what I'm saying? Like. I agree, though. I was scared a little bit, too. But I knew he would be fine. I just was scared that it would take too long for him. You got to dust that rust off real quick.
Yeah.
But it takes a little time. But he's looking good. He's got a lot of turnovers in the year. But if you watch the games, because my Niner games aren't televised too much out here on the East Coast, but I stream them bitches. So me watching them, I seen, like, this last game, we had mad turnovers. 2 of his interceptions... Which he had 3, if I'm correct, last game, which was crazy.
He did?
We had 5 in total.
5 turnovers.
5 turnovers in total.
And he threw 3 picks.
I think 3, if I'm correct. But 2 of them were not his fault. They were tipped by the receivers and then picked off. So on the record book, that's why numbers do lie sometimes.
You know what? That annoys me, too. Damn, I'm already 2 things in and I'm already annoyed.
There you go.
But, yeah, that fucks the whole... That just kills their whole shit. Like, that kills their whole shit. But yeah, no, I'm impressed. And I'm not impressed with just Jimmy G, just the guys that are stepping up.
Definitely.
You didn't, like, I didn't count them.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think Matt Breida, even, what's his name? How you say it? Mostert?
Yeah. Well,
impressive.
I'm going to tell you what it is. We have a very young team. So I knew that we had the talent offensively. But last year we had the injuries, right? The year before we had an injury to our big signing was Jeremy McKinnon. He still hasn't played for us. But what I'm most impressed by was our defense so far. We have 10 turnovers on the season. And I think we're leading the league with the Bears 3 weeks in. And I was kind of against our defensive coordinator's name is Robert Saleh or some shit like that. I was like, yo, we can't win with this guy. That's what I was saying last year. Because our defense was getting fucking chewed up. Especially our secondary. He has impressed me the most. And our defense. They have been stout. And we played this week, Big Ben-less Steelers. And if Big Ben was there, I think we would have lost that game. Because you don't win a game giving 5 turnovers to the other team. But our defense kept us in the game time and time again. Getting other turnovers from Pittsburgh and just getting a bunch of 3-and-outs and doing the right thing, not letting them get a lot of momentum. Like, for the whole first half especially.
Who do you feel is the difference maker on defense? The one guy that you feel like...
Well, I think Sherman is a big difference maker because he's a veteran leader and a proven one. So we have a young defense we're a young team. They look up to that guy, you understand? And they know that what he's saying means something because
how's he looked
this
season?
He's looked actually really good.
So that, to me, that plays a major part. Because when you have a veteran Yes, he got the veteran role. He's well known. He has the accolades. He has all of that. But he's still playing
at a high level.
At a high level.
Yeah, where he's clearly lost a step compared to how he used to be. But he's just so intellectual at that position. I was just going to say,
because he's so smart,
yes,
he's able to adapt.
Yes.
So he's going to be good for barring any injuries.
I think so too.
He's going to be good for a long.
Sure.
Yeah, he's going to have that Charles Woodson.
I agree.
Longevity.
I agree. That was the difference. The difference between Revis was his physical ability that kept him. Once he lost a step, he was getting burned.
Mm-hmm.
But Sherman is just such a smart player that his angles is just correct. Everything, like he's a great player, and I hated him when he was on Seattle. Obviously, I'm a Niner guy.
Mm-hmm.
But having him, he's one of them dudes that we all know. Dudes like this in the hood, you like, I can't stand that nigga, dog. But if he on your team, you like, that's the dude you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you want him on your side. But if he ain't on your side, you hate him.
He the first pick.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you ain't got the first pick, you hate him.
We got a lot of young studs, too. And Nick Bosa's been great, bro.
I was just going to ask, because I haven't really caught those games.
Yeah, nah, I know.
And I was like, you know what? I forgot that we spoke about him before he got drafted.
He's been great.
Not bad.
Great. Eric Armstead, DeForest Buckner, our front line. D Ford. And D Ford's been injured, and he's still, when he's played, he's been good. We looking good, man. You know, it's 3 games in, but I'll take it. And we play the Browns next, I think, on Monday Night Football, if I'm correct. I can't wait for that. I want to
next game? Or, no, you say you got the Steelers next game, right?
Nah, we played the Steelers this week. I think we have a bye this week because the Browns play who this week?
Yeah, you got a bye.
We got a bye, and then we fantasy got you up on game,
yes,
right?
Sir.
You got one of my running backs?
Nah, I tried to get him, but I know I'm playing somebody that got the other kid, Mostert.
Yeah. So we got a bye, and then we play the Browns on Monday Night Football. Well, I'm looking forward to that because I don't really fuck with them, dog.
The Browns?
Yeah. How you feel about Baker? Let's talk about these young quarterbacks.
Yeah, no, let's roll right into that. I'm a little disappointed in Baker. I was one of the people that believed in Baker.
I still do, but I'm not really feeling him right now.
What is it?
I think he's trying to cater to having Odell Beckham on his team now too much.
All right, that makes sense.
He's trying to get him the ball so much. And also, too, they got Freddie Kitchens. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a first-time NFL coach. Learning the NFL as opposed to, you know, college and stuff like that is a little different. It's a much faster game. I don't know. I didn't believe in him anyway. When people was talking about, I'm probably sure we talked about it on the show. And if we didn't, I know I spoke about it numerous times to everybody that I speak football with. I did not believe in them. People was bugging the fuck out talking about they going to the Super Bowl. They should be. I don't even think they were gonna win their division. I said, like, they in a division with powerhouses that been substantial for years. Like, that shit ain't happening, bro.
You know why I thought they were? Because one, I wasn't sure if Baltimore was gonna utilize Lamar Jackson correctly.
Mm-hmm.
2, the Steelers were getting old, and I'm not a believer in Connor.
I get you there, but you played football. You should know this. You don't win on paper.
No.
They're just fucking a bunch of talent, and they're all knuckleheads. Like,
you remember that reminds me. Remember the Eagles? The Eagles had that Asamoah. Remember they had the dream team, they called it. Vince Young and great on paper.
You don't win on paper, not in football, bro. First of all, chemistry means the most in probably football.
See, and that's what I thought Landry was going to benefit the most from that team.
He should. When you have an option like Odell getting all of that attention.
Getting all the attention.
Landry's a solid-ass fucking receiver, bro. Problem is, like I said, man, I don't think they're utilizing their offense right. And it's still early. They could gel. But I don't see them doing shit. I said it from the rip. I said, yo, bro, I see them being a 500 team at best.
When they traded for Odell and they gave us their all-pro fucking right tackle, I thought they had a plan.
I don't know. I know Myles Garrett is a fucking stud, bro. That kid's probably the 3rd best defensive player in the league.
I agree.
He's a fucking stud.
Yeah, they their defense isn't bad.
Nah,
their offense is not producing though, so the defense is getting stuck.
I want to bust their ass, but Baker is not living up to his. Talking about Jackson, that boy is balling the fuck out. I'm glad he's balling out, and I love how he's so subtly taking jabs at the media and all the pundits that was trying to shit on him.
Oh no, they did. Man. They did shit on him. He was treated like
dirt.
But again, that's why I said I wasn't sure if they were going to utilize him right, and they're letting him make plays.
And also, he grew, though. Like, I seen him in college. The dude is... He wasn't... He was a good thrower, but he wasn't really sitting in the pocket. Like, that's not college football anyway. A lot of it's roll out and shit like that, RPOs and stuff like that. Now, the NFL has adopted that a lot, but he has grown enough to become a good pocket passer. And the kid got a cannon. He's always had a cannon on him.
Yeah, he's very confident. That first game, him coming out that first game and throwing, 5 touchdowns?
Yeah.
That was a boost.
He balled the fuck out.
Yeah, that was a boost. And son got moves.
And I think they legit got a shot to be competitors for the Patriots and the Chiefs, who are obviously the ahead of the pack in the AFC. They are one team that I believe has a shot to beat them, depending. I mean, I wouldn't put my money that they're going to beat them, but I'm just saying that they can compete with them. He proved it just playing the Chiefs now. They lost by, 6 points?
Yeah. It was a good game.
It was a good game. And we talking about I don't think we've ever seen a quarterback play the way Mahomes is playing right now. And I would never crown him the best of all time. Obviously, that comes with longevity and your body of work. But right now, I don't think we've seen a quarterback play to this ability yet. This kid is still so young, bro. I'm scared to see what he's going to become in the next couple years.
Well, let's first of all, let's talk about his weapons.
Legit.
Who? Outside of Kelsey, right?
Oh, he got, what's it called? Who they grab at? Oh, they got Shady McCoy back now too.
Okay. I'm talking about. Let's talk about the receivers, the guys he's throwing the ball to.
And what's Duke's name? That's a burner over there.
Which one?
Fucking
McCole, hard.
No, Hill, right?
Yeah, but he's not playing. That's what I'm saying.
He's not playing yet, but still.
One that what's the guy's not the coach? Is it the coach? Reed? Is it
Andy Reid? Yeah.
Son is a genius.
Oh, he is. He's always been.
And who's the GM? You know the GM? It's not Dorsey no more, right?
Nah, I don't know the GM, to be honest.
Either way, they drafted perfect for that whole scheme they running over there.
No, they.
So it's like those 2 wide receivers that they got. It's like you got 2 Tyreek Hills.
Remember they had Macklin? What was that? 2 years ago they had Macklin.
Yeah, Macklin, and then Macklin, and he was still young. He ended up phasing out.
Yeah.
Some guys are just.
They get a couple good years.
Yeah, some of them are just system receivers.
That's true.
But which we may be looking at now. But I'm so impressed by how they drafted similar prototypes to Tyreek Hill. Both those kids, I think, ran a 4.3 or whatever.
Bro.
And they could catch.
They're in solid shape to be competing. I mean, Brady ain't gonna play forever.
No.
He's got a couple more years left in them at most.
Yeah, they're next up.
They definitely next up.
Even with their running backs, they got Shady, but they let Hunt walk.
They
let Spencer Ware walk.
I thought that was gonna hurt them too, because Hunt is special.
But look, they're doing it with 3 different Williams.
But that's what I think that the running back by committee for coaches like that, offensive gurus, is what works. That's why I think we're working so well right now with Shanahan too. He's a running back by committee guy. We don't need that 3rd down back that's going to pound it every fuck. We don't need that Zeke Elliott.
Mm-mm.
We need a guy that can catch out the backfield. All of our backs should be able to catch out the backfield, and all of our backs should be able to pick up 4 or 5, and if they break free, book on them. That's what dudes that are the Sean McVay. That's why they're not hurting right now too, the Rams. Because Gurley ain't looked the same since last year. But guess what? It doesn't matter. Sean McVay's a fucking offensive genius. So he's good. He can scheme with any of these backs. That's what happens when you get great backs, or not great backs. You get solid backs, and they're in a system where it's offensive minded, and these offensive coaches or OCs make them look so great and then they get shipped off because they don't want to pay them that bread, and they on free agent, and somebody else pays them big bread. You see, they drop off the fucking face of the earth, cause they're not every down backs a lot of the time. It's the system that works. Like, I love LeGarrette Blount, but he had his most success with the Patriots because what they did. They know what's here. LeGarrette Blount is a guy, you running him up the middle. You're not trying to catch it out the backfield with him. Short yardage, he's getting there. That's why he has so many touchdowns. You use people for what they're good at, bro. Don't try to turn somebody into something they're not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why Fred Taylor, Corey Dillon, all of them that at the end of their career had success over there in New England, because New England had that. Yeah, they already had the recipe for it.
Yeah, they backed by committee, and they know. All right, you're a short yardage guy. We're gonna throw at you out the backfield. Like, look at James White and all of these dudes. Like, they utilize it. Rex Burkhead. You know what I'm saying?
Look at Deion Lewis. Right? Perfect example.
Yeah.
He went to Tennessee.
That's a fact.
And we don't really know what's going on over there.
That's a fact. That's what happens. That's like the year with fucking Murray. Remember that year he had with Dallas? He was incredible that year. Remember? Didn't he lead? Didn't he lead all backs that year?
Yes, sir.
And then Tennessee grabbed him. It was
Tennessee grabbed him,
and he didn't live up. And he's a good back. It's not that he's not it's when you got the best offensive line in the league, which they did that year for sure. It makes you shine different. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a fact. That's a fact. These young quarterbacks look good though, man. A lot of them.
You know who I like? I like that kid Kyle Allen. Oh, that right there?
Yeah.
I think
Kyle Allen.
Cam don't hurry up.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm throwing something out there. This might be a hot take. People probably gonna look at me like I'm crazy. I've been off Cam for years.
Why?
Because I think he's the worst leader at that position. If not the worst, one of the worst. I'll say that. I'm not gonna say the worst because I would have to think. He's one of the worst leaders. When you're a quarterback, your body language matters so much. You should be upset when you don't win and down, but he just doesn't. I feel like he kind of lost the troops over the years. I don't feel like they even believe in him as much. I think they believe in his athletic ability because he's a fucking all-world athlete, bro. Like, the dude's what, 6'5", 240? Like, could run. You don't see dudes built like him like that athletic, but that's not just the position that he plays. You understand? If he was a tight end, being that athletic would work in his favor all the time. Yeah. Being a quarterback, and granted, it's not a lot of his fault either.
Yeah, because he got beat up for years.
They beat the shit out of him. They let him get the shit beat out of him. But there's certain intangibles about him that, I don't know, man. I don't think to be honest, I don't know if he's fully vested in it no more either. Like,
yeah, all right, I agree, but I felt the reasoning I put behind it was, I was like, well, someone's getting hit a lot for a year. How long has he been in the league? He's been in
a long time now.
He's been getting hit a lot. He's probably been top 3 hit every season he's been in the league.
Definitely. No, that's why I say I'm not blaming strictly him. They didn't do the right thing with him.
I think he needs a change of scenery, and it's got to be with somebody that is going to invest in the offensive line to protect him.
I agree.
Because, and they said it on ESPN, he's a big guy. He's like LeBron James. The calls are different.
Definitely.
Because we've seen plays. Yeah, we've seen plays where he's gotten hit late, but because he's such a big guy, it doesn't look as serious as it actually is.
And it never helps when you're a mobile quarterback.
No.
Because when you're a mobile quarterback, even when you're still in the pocket,
you can be considered.
They're less to call it because they're always thinking like, oh, this guy's running. You know, he's a runner, so runners get hit.
They got that call where it's like you're a running back now, or a certain. I think you get out of the pocket a certain way, and the calls are a little bit different. But then again, we seen that Jets versus Cleveland game where Simeon or whatever his name was scrambling. He got hit. It is what it is. But he got that call.
Cam definitely was harshly reffed. You comparing it to LeBron was super valid because that's happened with him throughout the years.
Yeah.
It happened with Shaq his whole career.
His entire, yeah.
But I don't think, like I said, there's a lot that I think he does a lot on himself too. Like, there's certain intangibles I don't really like about Cam. I've been off the Cam wagon. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I have too. I like I said, I felt like Carolina wasn't his spot. And now that they got this kid who actually looks like he's fit for that. You know something I always believe? I believe that you have to have certain linemen built mentally for scrambling quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And I learned that watching Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Watching Michael Vick, they had an offensive line that was able to move enough. You know what I'm saying? They didn't pass protect, but they didn't running back protect. You know what I'm saying? It was different.
It's almost like a hybrid.
Yeah. And they put together linemen, and then even the Eagles went that route before it exploded. And I feel like Kyle is perfect for that. They could be legit if he continues the route he's going.
My reserve with him and all these other guys that are getting their first and second and third starts, including your man, DJ, right? Because he played great. First of all, Giants fans, I know you're loving to see me say this because you know I fucking can't stand y'all. The kid played great. But for him and Kyle and all of these other young quarterbacks that's getting their first starts, when they're playing at teams don't have nothing on them yet. We got to see 4, 5, 6 games into a season when they're game planning for them over weeks of footage. You understand?
I completely agree. And I told my man, we had a discussion. We were doing our picks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I picked the Giants. And he's like, yo, they're not even a favorite. I said, nah, but you got to understand, this kid's going to come out and he's going to get 4 touchdowns because, 1, it's like the welcoming party. 2, they don't know what to expect. It's great. The same thing with almost every. It's like you see a running back. Some running backs, their first year, it's like, yo, because you don't know how to. You got to get tape first.
Yes.
You ain't got tape. College tape don't count.
So I had this talk with one of the parents from my youth football team recently, and we were talking about Cap and shit. And I was saying how I think Cap is a very capable quarterback, but I also don't think he was as good as when he came into the league and took it by storm that they thought. So I think he is a starting caliber quarterback, definitely a backup, and a starting caliber quarterback. Mm-hmm. So I'm not trying to shit on him, but for somebody who's watched every Niner game that he's ever played, I understand why he was so successful them couple years. We were a run-first offense, and they had to flood the box. We had an incredible offensive line, if not the best, top 2 or 3 in the league. They had to flood the box on us to protect the run first. So when you have a mobile threat like that, right, and somebody who has a cannon, because he could throw the ball, that opens up play action with them flooding the box. Our receivers were fucking 5 yards open all the time. Once our running game started to decline because of our offensive line got older, we lost them to free agency or whatever. Frank Gore was there, and then we shipped him off. We was running with Carlos Hyde and committee. Carlos Hyde never lived up to what we expected him to be. Cap is still an incredible athlete. The problem is they didn't have to flood the box on us no more. So they can drop their secondary back. And his one biggest problem as a quarterback, he cannot throw great in small windows. I've watched every fucking game the dude's ever played, bro. He cannot throw great in small windows. So when you have a team that caters to, like, he would be good in Shanahan's offense now because Shanahan's such a schematic guy that he gets receivers open. But when you don't have a guy like that and you can't throw in small windows, you're not going to look good, bro.
And y'all had a monster tight end, which helps. Not just a monster tight end, but a fast fucking tight end.
With Vernon Davis?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so when you load the box like that, you know what I'm saying? They still gotta account for that tight end. The offense was perfectly fit for him.
It was
perfectly fit for him.
That's why. I mean, that's anybody, right? Like,
yeah. No,
any
absolutely.
team you want, your offense fits for your quarterback, and I think that's why the Ravens are so good, because they said, you know what, we're gonna make sure that we give this young kid every ability. I actually feel like they have a very similar team to what we had in San Fran them years. Very similar.
I agree. They got the tight end. I agree.
Solid defense.
Yes. No, I completely agree.
Good tight end. Good line.
You know, they tried to do that for Joe Flacco, but it was already too late. You know, Joe Flacco's not accurate, but he had a big arm.
Yeah.
Torrey Smith,
Yeah.
Steve Smith. But it was already too late.
Yeah, and also too, they didn't protect him enough either.
No, it was too late. He was already
and you
shell
have
shot.
to protect his ass because he's a stand in the pocket quarterback.
Yes.
He's getting smacked. It's over.
Yeah, so it's good to see them do that, especially with him because he was so many people doubted him. Who
I
else
like
we
DG
got?
though. I mean DJ. He looked good, man. I'm happy for the kid. I'm not happy for your Giants. Fuck them. But I am happy for him. He looked good.
Yeah, week 8 is gonna be tough for him. Not because of who they playing, but trying to keep up with that defense. That offense is gonna be worn out.
Yeah, y'all got one of the worst front offices definitely right now. I think that's something got to change there for y'all.
Yeah, Dave Gettleman is doing what he did for Carolina. You draft a good running back and then you forget about everything else.
Yeah, and it's a shame too because Barkley's out of this world, B.
Unfortunately, but truth be told, there's a lot of players on that defense that are good. And that's why I think the scheme may not be right. Because Peppers last year had a great season. We had B.J. Hill, we had a couple young kids on the line. Yeah. They were getting sacks. They were doing all this stuff.
Who's your linebackers? Just two starting middle linebackers?
We got Ogletree.
Oh, yeah, y'all got him from the Rams.
And then we got...
last year, right? Was his first year with y'all?
Yeah. And then we traded Goodson away, and we had Tay Davis, I think his name is. Tay Davis, he's hurt.
It could be scheme, bro. You know what I'm saying? It could be
scheme. Yeah, because Janoris Jenkins, everybody jumped on his... they were killing him because he voiced his opinion.
Yeah.
You can't cover somebody for 10 seconds. He's not that... Who could cover somebody for 10 seconds?
Yeah, you're right.
Which was the truth.
What's up with your man Antonio Brown, man? Did he lose his fucking noodle or what?
Yo. It's 50-50. It's 50-50. The NFL, the way it is now, yeah. He didn't stand a chance. Now, before we got to the text messages, just the allegations off jump went straight to civil. Which to me, I'm like, we really got to... You know what I'm saying? They was already badgering him. Like, they was already on his neck.
But that's because, you know why? If he would have been a stand-up dude, like, if he wasn't being a fucking jackass for the last 2 years, yeah. He would have had more benefit of the doubt.
I still think it's a mental thing going on. I know a lot of people was like, oh, it was a part of the plan. I still think that...
A lot of people think that.
Don't forget, he was getting his top knocked off.
Yeah, well, I'm not blaming that on that. I'm blaming on him being a fucking diva, man.
Oh, you think he's a diva?
Yeah, I definitely do. I mean, it could be mental shit, but until I see them proof on that, I'm not giving him that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving him that escape.
I don't know. I see him on social media. I'm like, yo, this dude he's wild.
There's a lot of receivers that been getting their heads fucking knocked off for years too, and they ain't acting like that.
Yeah, he's wild.
I don't know, bro. I would hate to have... when he was... Before he signed with Oakland, people was like, oh, the Niners, and I kept saying, I was like, no, I don't want him. He's an all-world talent, but I don't want him.
Yeah, we got rid of
You got a young team like that, he's a fucking cancer for your team, bro. Sometimes you got to part ways with people like that, no matter how good they are. I don't know, bro.
They did it to Dez. They did it to T.O.
He's done. He said he's done. You think he's done forever? I think he's done because I don't think...
Nobody want to deal with it.
Nah, not right now while these allegations going on.
I think
Fuck no.
Even after the allegations, I think...
Only if he comes clean with it. Like, if he comes out of there skate free, you feel me? Like, he good.
Yeah, but he gonna be... You know how he's gonna act.
I think they'll take a chance on him still. They'll take...
He gonna come out like Cuba Gooding and Jerry Maguire. Son.
That's a fact. But they'll take that.
Backflips.
They'll take all of that shit for his talent if he walks scot-free with this, though. But if this even goes to a settlement and he looks guilty at all, teams ain't touching him no more.
You a GM, you take a chance?
I wouldn't. It depends on my team, but I wouldn't. Not with my team, not with my Niners.
After what he did in Oakland?
Only team I like the Patriots taking a chance on him. They're a team that's not gonna put up with none of that shit.
No, you see how quick that was.
But that's what I mean. He needs a team like that. Did you watch Hard Knocks? I watched the shit. Your man fucking John Gruden was like salivating out the mouth. Like every 5 seconds, they be watching a play and he be like, can't wait till we get Antonio here. And all that, yeah. Like he was fucking sucking his dick off, bro. When you got somebody like that, and you think Antonio Brown didn't know that when he walked in that organization? Like, Man, I'm the fucking man.
Yeah,
Nobody's
I got
telling me
this.
shit.
This is my shit.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody's telling me shit. When you do, that's like, you got kids. You know, if you let your kids walk all over you, they gonna walk the fuck all over you, bro. So they gotta know who's boss. And Antonio Brown did not have a boss in Oakland, man.
Nah.
The Patriots, I don't care if these allegations didn't come. If he would have been acting up, they would have said, fuck you, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, nah, quick.
You good, we don't need you. And they don't need him.
No.
I mean, with him, they were kind of unstoppable. But without him, they still don't need him. They good.
Yeah, no, I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think they missed. I watched, them versus Miami. It wasn't like, I wasn't wowed.
Nah, but it just opens up so much more for them. Like, when you got to account for that guy. He is.
I feel like with Philip Dorsett.
If not the best, one of the best receivers in the league.
Philip Dorsett? Philip Dorsett, yeah. And he was a beast in college.
And Gordon.
But Philip Dorsett, they found a role for him because he's been there for a while.
Yeah.
It failed over there in Indianapolis, which I was disappointed because I was like, yeah, it's a good wide receiver. But they found a role for him, and it's like, look at him. He's working.
Yo, speaking of Indy, we've been gone for a little minute, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Football season is amongst us. What's up with Andrew Luck retiring?
They let him get beat up.
He got his ass kicked, right?
Yep.
Now, I'm not even mad at him retiring because he couldn't stay healthy for his whole career, pretty much. It felt like, at least.
It wasn't even... I think he had a shoulder injury, right? The most recent one was the shoulder?
So, yeah, his shoulder was for 3 seasons on and on. Yo, H-Town, take note, too. Shout out to the H. I love y'all there. You know that. Take note, man.
Yeah, because
you got a fucking stud. You got an all-worldly talent in Deshaun Watson. The kid is incredible, bro. If you don't protect him, the same shit will be happening with him, bro.
Yep. And right now, they got a great team over there.
Oh, you know what's crazy? They had a great... See, they quarterback was their issue for years. They couldn't find somebody that was worthy, right? Schaub was like the mediocre guy that was just enough, but not to get him over the hump.
Yeah, he was average.
He was average.
Yeah, he's average because he was in the league long enough to know the ins and outs, so he wasn't making too many poor decisions.
Schaub was one of them guys that was would be the best backup, right? But
yes.
He wasn't your franchise guy, but he's good enough to still start for a team if you needed him to. Right? Almost like a Fitzpatrick-y type.
I would say, yeah.
But Fitzpatrick is more
Carr's
streaky.
brother. The one that used to play for
David
Houston.
Carr.
Quality backup.
Yeah, I agree. He was I would give him a little more credit than that. But, yes, a super great backup and a decent enough starter. But they fixed that grabbing Watson. I was so mad when people was not taking him I knew what the fuck he was going to... If you watch college football, you knew what that kid was going to be. He wasn't a run-first quarterback. That kid was in the pocket. He'll run if he had to. That kid was fucking outstanding.
They better do something.
They got to protect him, B.
They might have to give up a draft pick and get them a stud lineman.
Do what you got to do, man.
Yep.
Do whatever
they're going to miss that window. You got Kenny Stills. You got Will Fuller. Got
I knew Will Fuller was going to be
Kiki,
a stud, too.
Right? That's his name, Kiki? Kiki Cutie or whatever, Cootie,
yeah, whatever they call him.
Yeah,
they got
him.
They got a squad.
And you got Nook.
And they got what's his name for trading Clowney?
Oh, the
They trying to address all of that. They know what they got to do, bro. They have no choice but to.
Yeah, they got to look at that whole.
He's actually my favorite young quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Who's yours?
Yeah, Watson's all right. I don't know. I like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, he's looking great right now. Who the fuck is calling me? Oh, this is football shit. Yo, you want me to tell him come out? All right, let me tell.
Commercial break.
What car you in? All right, let me tell him come out now.
The Trap Car Trio. What's up? How you doing, Sudan? How you doing? What's up? Yeah, it's every day. See what I'm saying? Fucking told your niggas a long time ago to put me back in this fucking bugging, yo. What's up, niggas? What's up, youngins? How you doing? My nigga Sudan, I see you, baby. Wherever you at. You know what I mean? like to tell y'all good news. It's a new member of the Trap Car Trio. Ben told them niggas to get their fucking mind right. I don't know what's going on. I do this and I does this, and the people gonna love it. What the fuck is wrong with them? Hello. What's going on? How you doing? You know what I mean? It's your fucking uncle, Big Blizzard. You know where I'm from. Just like to say, y'all, Sudan, he missing the action. I don't know what the fuck he doing. Milking the motherfucking juice. I don't know what the fuck he doing. Wherever he at. Anyway, you slip and fall, get the fuck up. You ain't get up. I'm here. Look, Trap Car Trio. Newest member. Oof. About to get it lit. Them niggas don't know what the fuck he talking about. He always in the car smoking that dirt. Nigga.
All right, I could text this. So I want to talk something else now, right? What's up with your man Tekashi? How you feeling about this whole debacle? See, this is why Sudan's a sucker, because you should have been here for this. He would have had so much great commentary for this, man.
Yeah, he definitely had a whole bunch of ad-libs.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact, Jack.
I put on Twitter and I stand by it. I don't understand them guys. I don't get it.
That's
you didn't need him right here. You didn't need him right there.
That's how I feel. I feel like that's so, for them to be gangsters, that's so ungangster like.
And what makes it worse is these are not young.
Nah.
Shotty's been around for years.
Nah, they old dudes, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Mel Murder, they've been around for years.
They older than us.
Mel Murder, all of them should know better. He's been around so many OGs. It's like, what was y'all thinking?
I agree. For me,
the world knew it. The world knew Tekashi was fake, right?
Most of the world.
Well, the people who were more in tune with the reality. You mean to tell me now at one point nobody said to themselves, yo, if this kid get popped for something?
That's what I say. Like, that's not gangster to me, bro. I get that they was trying to come up. I'm not mad that you try to come up. Mm-hmm. But do it the old-fashioned way and let him pop and extort his little ass. Fuck you mean? Like, you don't put him down with the shit and you could extort somebody by giving them protection and still not letting them into your inner workings of illegal activity.
There was so many different...
Fuck as you mean?
There was so many different opportunities for them to get money off of him.
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
You need a driver? Cool, let's have him do the drive. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was so many different ways, and they could have built something.
He don't surprise me snitching, because, first of all, one, he don't surprise me snitching him, period. Second of all, the fuck is he gonna do? He's gonna take this time on the head for motherfuckers that was kidnapping him and robbing him and wanted to violate him and all that other shit. So, I don't condone it. I'm not saying I condone it, but at the end of the day, like, that's obvious. Like, fuck you think he's gonna just take that on the head for y'all? With not for y'all, but with y'all? No, he's gonna snitch. Mm-hmm. You should have known he was gonna snitch, even if y'all wasn't doing grimy foul shit to him. He was gonna snitch. He's not built for that. He never was built for that.
They should just let him be the performer. Y'all do your business.
Yeah, protect him. Take your cut off for protection, for security. Take your cut as being a manager, and cool. That's it. Yeah, you dig? Suge is a prime example, right? Suge, before Death Row, was security for people. So Suge did what he had to do. He cracked fucking heads if he had to. He had his people crack heads. He wasn't going and saying, y'all, you down with this and that. None of that happened till he had his own shit where it was Death Row. And he still wasn't really putting people down that wasn't worthy of being down.
It just... That whole shit doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
That's why I keep putting on Twitter, this whole Tekashi shit is a mess. It's a mess.
Well, that's a message to you young boys too, man. Be who the fuck you are. See, the reason Tekashi had to do that shit was because in his music, he was being so tough. So when you're so tough, that shit might fly other places. That shit don't fly in New York. If you're so fucking tough on your music, somebody's gonna want to see that. You're so gang in your music, somebody's gonna want to test the waters. Just be you, bro. If you're from the hood, you could be from the hood and not be a goon and a gangster. I know plenty of them. I know people that were just hustlers. I know people that were none of that. But they're still respected in their neighborhoods all day because they were who they were. Just be you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Then you don't have to go and align yourself with real gang members just to feel safe. Not at home. You shouldn't have to do that. Maybe when you leave, right? Because there's always going to be people. But at home, you shouldn't have to do that if you're being yourself. If you was just a bro... I mean, there's a lot of artists from BK that are flourishing right now, and they're not aligned with a million gang members because they were true to themselves, bro. Be true, man.
Seems like the easy route, right? It's hard to keep up with a lie.
Yeah. I mean...
That shit came back and bit him in the ass.
That shit iffy, bro. You know what I mean? Iffy got the blicky, bro.
Yeah. Jim Jones, too. Y'all wildin', man. Bugged out.
Now they trying to slay Jimmy. How you think that's going to unfold?
I don't know. I didn't listen to the audio at first. I went off the...
I don't think they could really get anything on him. He was just talking to his man, talking about how Lil Homie was bugging and they shouldn't have put him down in the first place and he got to get violated. But saying somebody got to get violated is not enough to bring charges upon him. I think he's straight.
Hopefully he learned something for this.
Don't talk on the phone?
Don't talk on the phone.
I think he said it in that combo too, like, yo, I got to see you in person. Or some shit like that.
It's too late.
Yeah, not after speaking.
Yeah, it's too late.
How you feeling about hip hop though? Any good new releases you
I like
listen to?
Joel Ortiz, I really like.
You love Joel though.
Yeah, no, but I'm honest. Like I the House Slippers.
Yeah.
I could listen to it, but I wasn't gonna be like, yo, this is it right here.
Nah, Joel's new shit was good. It was. I was I'm not gonna say I was surprised, pleasantly surprised or whatever, but I gave it a listen and it was good. There's been a lot of dope shit. Who dropped today too or yesterday? Recently. Sky Zoo and Pete Rock. Shout out to Pete Rock too.
I gotta knock that too. I keep forgetting. I go on Twitter and it reminds me. I'm like, all right, I gotta listen to that.
That was dope. Post Malone just dropped. That shit is gonna be a huge album. Maybe that's my guilty pleasure, but I really enjoy Post Malone, man. I really enjoy his music.
I got his last album.
His last album was my shit. Yeah, this one, I haven't really dug into it enough, but I've listened to it a couple times, and I like it a lot too so far. Like, I'm gonna be honest, that's my guilty pleasure. Post Malone, Earth Gang dropped recently. They were in a Twitter debacle about sounding like, or mad people was trying to say they the new Outkast and shit like that. It's like, you gotta pump. Let's stop calling people the new something.
Yeah, hold your horses.
Yeah, like everybody, like how many new Jordans, the next Jordans did we see, right? And nobody really lived up to that. The closest we got was Kobe. So stop it. Everybody's not the next something like. And I fuck with Earth Gang. I like them, but
they don't gotta be, right? It don't even have to be. You don't gotta be.
That's what I mean. Let them be them. We're really talking about, like, when you're speaking Outkast, we're talking top duos of all time in all of hip hop history. They're up there in that category. They arguably are the top duo ever. And if not, they're definitely in the discussion.
Yes, and you can get into a great debate over that.
Yeah, so chill out with that. Like, pump your fucking brakes on saying somebody's the next Outkast. Pump your brakes on labeling somebody the next Big or these people that hit legendary stat. There's no next Nas right now. There's no next Jay right now. Just chill the fuck out.
Enjoy the music.
Let people become them.
Somebody got an album dropping September 27th. I keep seeing that date.
I don't know. There's a lot of shit dropping.
I can't think of it. I'm like, damn, who else
dropped recently too? Because I've been listening to. Oh, my man, one of my favorites. This is my guy, Crit. Big Crit dropped recently. Probably in the time span from when I shot an episode again, because I've been going for a little while. Crit, I fuck with Crit. That's my guy. He been in my rotation heavy, so. But I'm also a Crit guy.
Yeah, I gotta check that one out. But I definitely gotta get that Sky Zoo shit.
Who else? Let me look at my Spotify. See, that's the good thing when you're not shooting. I get to pull up the phone. There's been a couple good shits.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring an iPad or something.
Let's see who I've been knocking recently. Post definitely is in there because that just dropped. The Sky Zoo was good from what I heard, bro.
Yeah, nah, that's what I'm saying.
I just started recently.
Twitter's brutally honest about a lot of things, man.
Who else? Oh, I gotta go to jump back in. Fred. Nah. Not a lot. Oh, Little Brother. How can I forget them?
When
Little Brother dropped a couple weeks ago. Shout out to my guy Fonte. That's my dude. I love Little Brother. I'm a Little Brother fan.
I'm behind.
The Minstrel Show is one of my favorite albums. I'll put it up there. Shout out to Pax too. Even though he tried to take my motherfucking job, he's actually one of the dudes that really made me dive into the Minstrel Show, and I appreciate him for that because I love that album.
Yeah, Pax is wild.
Pax a wild boy, man.
Yeah, he definitely said he's. I think it said something like he's the nicest coming out of Yonkers. That was incredible.
I like that. I like that shit.
I like that shit.
I like that talk. I mean,
Pax, you wild, man.
I like that, man. I like that, Pax.
I'm still waiting for him. He got to send me. I told him send me.
Outside of me, my brother, I give you that.
I told him send me something that proves to me that gives him the. Because I was confused. So
we got some dope shit, man. That's coming too. I just want to throw that out there to you. I know
Okay.
you're a music head. We got some really dope shit coming.
Yeah, man. I see Blizz. I like Blizz's energy.
Yeah, Blizz album is dope. It's pretty much wrapped. My next shit is wrapped and we got a date. I haven't announced it yet, but it's coming very soon. And then we got this compilation as well, man. This whole MGB compilation that we've been putting together. That shit is gonna be beautiful. We've been doing a lot of sessions for it, and actually, matter of fact, we got another lock-in session coming up. We don't have the date yet, but when I do, I'll let you know. Come join us, man.
I hear you.
Come join us. You're gonna hear some dope shit from Pax and Sin, myself.
Yeah, nah,
Listen.
hit me.
PJ.
I could bring
Genesis.
we'll bring the cameraman on the road.
Yeah, man. Sudan missed this whole motherfucking episode too. He hit us on Hustler Time too. I just want to throw that out there. Yo, yeah, I'm on the way or all that. I'll be there at such and such ETA. His estimated time of arrival. Motherfucker never showed up.
Bird.
You bastard.
He's a bird head.
Yeah, that's some duck shit. Fire him. You know, we missed your energy though, cuz, you know, I know we was really we a little calm.
Yeah. Nah,
we need you back there with that commentary.
But we were able to dive into the football without the hate in the background.
Yeah, we've been missing.
You wouldn't have got
missing
no
out.
49ers information off. Not one.
No doubt. Just know it's coming, you heard? We 3-0 for a reason. Anything else you want to touch on before we get the fuck up out of here?
No, that's it.
I think that's good, man. Yo, we gonna be back next motherfucking episode. Sudan will be here. We gonna make sure he's stat. Who else? We might have a guest. I don't know. We got a lot of shit rolling, but
Yeah.
stay tuned. It's the motherfucking trap car. You
We
heard?
back.